Moving on to national news now, and a big development in the federal case against Donald Trump that involves those highly classified documents that he allegedly took with him after leaving office.
That's right. For the first time, an audio recording has surfaced in which the former president appears to discuss classified documents with people who did not have security clearance. Garrett Hake is in Washington with the details and the audio.
These are the papers. This was done by the military, given to me.
In his own words, former President Trump in a newly surfaced audio recording that's expected to be used as evidence in his federal case involving classified documents. In it, he appears to acknowledge he knowingly held on to a classified Pentagon document about a potential attack on Iran. The 2.5-minute audio tape obtained by CNN shows Mr. Trump discussing what he calls the, quote, highly confidential document.
I'll show you an example. He said that I wanted to attack Iran. Isn't it amazing? I have a big pile of papers. This thing just came up. Look. This was him. They presented me this. This is off the record, but they presented me this.
That conversation, according to the special counsel, took place during a meeting at Mr. Trump's New Jersey golf club in July 2021 with 2 staffers, a publisher, and a writer who was working on a memoir of Mark Meadows, his former chief of staff. Mr. Trump referencing the document more than once on the tape, and at times even jokes about it being, quote, highly confidential.
It is like highly confidential, secret. This is secret information.
In a Fox News interview last week, the former president claiming there were no documents shown in that meeting.
That was a massive amount of papers and everything else talking about Iran and other things. And it may have been held up or may not, but that was not a document. I didn't have a document per se. There was nothing to declassify. These were newspaper stories, magazine stories, and articles. I'm just saying.
But the recording appears to tell a different story.
Yeah. See, as president, I could have declassified it. Now I can't, but this is classified.
Now we have a problem.
The former president, who pled not guilty to a 37-count indictment accusing him of taking classified national security documents with him when he left the White House, then obstructing the government's efforts to get them back, lashing out overnight on social media, accusing the special counsel of having, quote, spun the tape, as well as saying without evidence that he illegally leaked it, and calling it an exoneration.